Hey everyone, today I'm going to analyze the role of juxtaposition and some of the themes in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I hadn't seen this movie until I watched it in my cinema class this quarter, and I thought it was really well done. Each scene is pretty dense. It's one of those films that you'll pick up some new details from after watching it a second time. The story revolves around Jim Carrey's character, Joel, and his relationship with Clementine, played by Kate Winslet. After a bad fight, Clementine has a procedure to have Joel wiped from her memory. The distraught Joel follows suit and undergoes the treatment as well. Despite not remembering each other, they manage to meet again and fall in love. The movie is shot in a really interesting circular style, starting when the two first meet for a second time. It then jumps back before Joel had the operation, showing the events just before and during his memory erasure. In one scene, Joel and Clementine are having a heated argument. The writers use juxtaposition to alter how the viewer is feeling in this scene. So they're having the argument and Joel is following her around the apartment. It's pretty heavy content. Clementine had been drunk driving and wrecked Joel's car, and out of anger he accuses her of sleeping with other men while she's been out. The camera's depth of field is changing, colors in the room are becoming all washed out, and Clementine is seemingly teleporting when she's out of frame with this continuous shot. She walks out the door into the hallway, and as Joel follows, this ominous music begins to get louder. Suddenly there's a jump cut, and we're in Joel's warmly lit apartment where Elijah Wood and Mark Ruffalo work to delete the memories. The two are just shooting the breeze while Mark Ruffalo's character Stan works on the computer. Elijah Wood's character Patrick even pulls out some beer as he starts in on a goofy monologue about how he's got a new girlfriend. There's some real contrast between the intense nature of the last scene compared with this one, and Joel is living through one of the worst nights of his life all over again, while Patrick's drinking beer and talking about how he took some girls' panties. Many of Joel's memory scenes are really surrealistic. In the argument memory, Joel is trying to follow Clementine, but she keeps disappearing and reappearing somewhere else in the apartment. Clementine's strange teleporting around the room works with the camera effects and lighting to have the scene take on a very dreamlike feel. To remind the viewer that this is a memory that's being actively deleted, the continuous shot is edited to break continuity. There's another cool example of this shortly after the scene with their argument in the apartment. Joel's followed Clementine down the street in his car. He pulls over to try to talk with her, but every time he runs after Clementine, he realizes that he's going the wrong way down the street. The single shot keeps mirroring the street as he runs down it, finding himself back at his car again. It looks very strange, but coupled with the tense argument, the dark street, and Joel's frantic attempts to follow Clementine, the editors are able to successfully convey a lot of emotion in a fairly short scene. There's a similar example of juxtaposition in a later scene too. Joel is reliving some really nice memories he had with Clementine and has them ripped away, erased forever. He's lying next to Clementine when suddenly he's on a hard stone floor. Clementine is pulled backwards away from the close camera shot and into the darkness. The darkness is used along with a slow chiming clock to make the scene feel really isolating and oppressive. Joel starts screaming that he doesn't want the procedure anymore and wants to make it stop, when suddenly there's another jump cut to Joel's room. Stan and Kirsten Dunst's characters are half naked, dancing around the bed above the sleeping Joel, blasting music. They're having a ton of fun, although Joel would love to make them quit the procedure. They have no way of being able to hear his pleas while he's unconscious. He's completely helpless. It's a really cathartic scene, but the juxtaposition of Joel and the scene outside of his dream brings sort of levity to it. The juxtapositions in this film do a wonderful job of that, bringing levity to heavy material. There are a whole lot of heavy relationship scenes shown in this movie. It's so believably done that it made me relate to a lot of the hard times that I've had in various relationships. The lightheartedness that these juxtapositions bring to the movie is crucial. If the entire movie was an hour and a half of arguments and real-world struggles, I would feel exhausted before the movie was over. Making these scenes less intense really helps to preserve catharsis, but not burn the audience out on the intense moments. I really enjoyed this movie, and it was interesting to take a closer look at a couple of the scenes. Honestly, I wish I had more time to talk about other themes and aspects of it. Anyways, thank you for watching.